You know, this would have been the perfect early 2000s movie because you would read the book in class, and then as a class, you would watch the movie because the teacher just wants to get through the day. So she'd play this movie, and you'd take a quiz or a test after the movie. Because I read this book long time ago, and I wish we got to watch this movie after reading it.
Here's Johnny. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Expecto Patronum!
Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret stars Ryder Fortson, Rachel McAdams, Kathy Bates, and Benny Safdie. And it's about when her family moves from the city to the suburbs, 11-year-old Margaret navigates new friends, feelings, and the beginning of adolescence. From director Kelly Fremon Craig, who gave us The Edge of 17. I love this movie. Top 20 of all time, honestly. I love this movie. And with this movie coming out, I was pretty interested because of her as a director, and I read this book a long time ago, and a lot of people love this book and love the author, so don't quote me, but I can't remember every detail of the book. But there were a few things in the movie I was like, that was in the book, I'm pretty sure. Because again, it's been 14, 15 years since I read this book. But hey, this movie was awesome. I really enjoyed this movie from beginning to end. I think this movie could be very important to young women going through the same stages right now. And I think this movie does a great job with character development and certain themes. Ryder Fortson as Margaret is awesome. She does an amazing job in this movie. Just how she just reads her dialogue. It feels normal as a character in this movie. She does a fantastic job with the comedic timing, the dramatic scenes, and just the very overall good message of this character. She brings in this character into her, and she kills it. Seriously, this is a role I think she could be seen as. Like, that's how good she is in this movie. I can't wait to see what she does next. I love the parents, Rachel McAdams, Ben Safdie. They're perfect together. I really like him in this movie. Kathy Bates, scene stealer, all of her friends that she meets, and all the girls that are very kind of like bullyish, but they're very picky about their body and how they want to grow into them. All of them, the entire cast is just perfect, and I have to give a big credit to the director. Like I said with Edge of 17, she gave Hailee Steinfeld an Oscar-worthy performance. In this movie, she has a complete cast, and she just kills it. She does a great job with her directing. She's done a very good job with her cast and her acting work. She's great with casting and working with them. I love her direction, and it's so inspiring, especially with me about to film a movie this weekend. Watching this movie now is perfect for me. This script is also really, really good. Like I said, it's a funny movie. It's very funny, and with its messages about adolescence and relationships, growing up, and also religion, this movie just comes together very nice. There are times where characters are talking and it's basically message. There's a few moments where I'm like, it could have been cleaned up to where like it feels natural. But again, most of this movie feels natural from all these performers. And with this movie, I think it's trying to go on a fine line of themes, because it does deal with religion. There is religion. It's God's in the title. And in this movie, with her being adolescent, growing up, and going through a new life of moving and everything, there's a lot of stuff happening in this movie. I think it blends it really well. Just at times, I can tell the script is trying to put in so much that maybe a runtime would have been longer. But that's the thing. At the very end of this movie, I was like, how much longer is left? There was about 25 minutes left. I was like, okay. So the ending, there's a part where it's like, all right, we could have maybe ended it here, whatever. So again, there's so much compact. That's why in a book, 200 pages, who knows how long a book is of this book. There's so much you could tell in a book. In a movie, you have an hour and a half, 2 hours to tell. You can tell they're trying to comprehend a lot. And you know what? I give them credit for trying, and they did a really, really good job. Just a few moments, honestly. And like I said, I just enjoyed this movie. The music, the production design, seriously, the 1970s, the clothing, this entire just setting was perfect, and the connection between these actors and the performers was so damn good and so funny. I just had a great time with this movie. It feels like a movie I wish I got to grow up watching. Like, there's a ton of movies in the early 2000s I grew up and I loved watching. I loved seeing family movies. I watched the comedies. And this movie is rated PG-13, so they do push boundaries in this movie. And I love that for this movie. In the end, I really dug this movie, and I really hope a lot of people go see this movie because it's very good and very well done. I'm going to give Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, an A-. Such a well done movie. Seriously, just from top to bottom. There's so many good things in this movie. Seriously, it's a movie I definitely would love to buy and rewatch. Seriously, I would love to watch this movie. This director, man, she made Edge of 17. I love that movie, and she killed it with this movie. She's a great director. I love her movies. And you guys enjoyed this very early movie review, and I'll see you guys on the next one. But bye, everybody.